Hello everybody and welcome back to my time at Sandrock. Where in
Good
theory...
morning. I feel well rested. At least much better than spending the night in the wild.
Glad you do. Where in theory we are going to do the house today, provided nothing pulls me. Provided nothing pulls me into like a cutscene and I suddenly have to go and do a load of stuff. If I do, then obviously that's going to take away from the time I'm supposed to be spending on the house, so we'll see.
Look, I don't want to have no secrets between us. I want everything to be open between us.
Okay. It is the 1st of summer. I said he had till then to ask me, so I am going to ask him.
Honey, I've been thinking, how about we have a child of our own?
Oh, so apparently that is him asking me? Oh, I don't even know. Let's do it.
Really? That's amazing. Just tell me anything you need. I'm right here by your side.
Right, so that's that then. In a few weeks, or whenever. Hey, Andy, guess what? You're gonna be a big brother. Right, so Andy today is gonna get milk chestnut, and then we'll go back to Sandfish Shack tomorrow. And Logan today is going to get his alloy daggers, which should be somewhere about.
Thanks.
You're both very welcome. Logan is sweeping the house. Wonderful. Which means I can run out and do stuff. So let's see whether this is going to be a Valley of Whispers episode or whether it's going to be a house building episode. It's going to be one or the other. Depends on what happens when I exit this door. Is it going to be something I sort out? Or, right, so meet at the Valley of Whispers. Nia has a quest as well called Wiggle Room. Adventure in the Valley of Whispers. I think this is probably the last side quest. I think. I'm pretty sure it is the last side quest I have. And it's probably because she's now my best friend, or it's because she decided to stay. That might have been a cut-off on it. So let's see what she's got to say.
Oh, good. I was afraid you might have left already.
No, I'm staying at home today. I'm doing my house today.
I've had this idea at work recently, and I just need a teeny weeny little, really tiny little favor. I've been studying soil nutrients with Zeke, and I want to cultivate a terrarium, a kind of ranch for sandworms. It's a really common method used for improving soil nutrient structure. I studied it pretty extensively at school.
Yeah, I think we do. You do that at school. You put 2 pieces of glass, and then you can see the worms all making their little dens and stuff in the soil. That's really cool.
Design-wise, it'd just be a pretty simple but sturdy box that can hold the worms in soil. Oh, it needs some sort of heating to keep a constant temperature. That way it can be consistent. So, what do you think? Could you build me a sandworm terrarium?
I'm not going to worm out of this one.
You're so stupid. But thanks. I asked Director Chi to make some adjustments based on the
resist.
terrarium I used at school. I must say, despite his attitude issues, he's really good at his job. Here's the diagram with everything I'll need. When you've built it, we need to put in some paper, water, and soil. Oh, and some food for the little guys, of course. Then, we can put in some sandworms, and we're good to go.
I am shipping, like, Nia and Nia and Chi. I think there's something going on there.
When it's ready, just bring it to me, and we'll start farming sandworms. It's going to be so much fun!
And I actually think she's kind of more suited to him than the builder in a way, because she's, like, all sciencey, and she's got, like, common interests and things. I know he's not into botany so much, but...
Thank you so much for doing this. You have no idea how much this is going to help me in my experiments.
You're welcome, Nia. Thank you. Right, so we will do that. Again, that'll be a next episode thing. I'm going to quickly pick up my bits and bobs out of here. Put them in there. And the nice thing about this, because it's going to be the final iteration of everything. Now, how full is my inventory? I need to have my inventory a bit clearer before I start this, so... Go to farming. Put some stuff away in there. put anything else that I can't fit into raw food. Well, that's a good start. I'll get my scrap projects on the go. I'll put all my metals away. I know it's a brick, but it's a magnesium chromium one. That's a relic. There's a few relics. Those are all scraps. That is furniture. Mechanical parts. Leather canvas. Tailoring. Stone. Oh, metal. Still haven't put those away. Let's do another quick sort on it. Tailoring for the Akmel fur. And the fine hair. And wood, plastic and rubber for that one, that one, that one. Maybe the limestone bricks even, actually. Those are all bait. Bait stays in. Farming and fish. I'll take... Oh, that's a bad one to take out, actually. I'll take out something that's technically food. Actually, potatoes could go in the helper box anyway. Because they're meant for feeding my animals. So that's fine. Then farming, again. Again, I put too much foodie stuff in here. I need to now take out and put into raw food so that I can actually have somewhere to put the seeds. And as much as I'm raring to go with the main build, I did put some of my scrap at one point into the furniture chest, and I think I'm going to do that now because I don't really want the factory doing things while I'm trying to move it about. So I will put them away there, and then they'll get sucked up as soon as I start doing another round of that. Farming a fish for the desert mushroom strains. And that leaves me a really good amount. Oh, in fact, cooked food. Everything except for... I've got little extras of things that I made too many of when I had commissions. Right, so now I've got that half of a page, that full page, and that partial page as well. I could add more slots. I don't think I will at the moment. Right, so now we can start with the main idea of everything. In fact, before I do that, I'm going to pick up and put away a few things. A few of like the more ornamental things around the yard, because the less stuff I have getting in the way, the better. And we can put those... We're going to probably have to redesign all of the stuff like that anyway. So someone sent me workshop ranking. Yay, I am first place again. I can tell that just by the prize awards. Crystal sent me a jujube cake, which will probably go straight to Nia, and Elsie sent me some jerky. Thanks, guys. Right then. Definitely time to start then, I think, isn't it? Hey, Logan! We can go on a date again now, can we?
Look.
Let's have a chat. Right, I'm gonna make us a cool room and stuff, okay? Right, let's go. 10 minutes in and we are actually starting on the main build. So, the idea I'm gonna have is that I need to get, somehow, the greenhouse over to this side, the house over to the corner at the back there, the stable over there, the assembly table over there, the sandfish pond probably somewhere here. So probably out of this little Tetris-y thing I'm going to have to do, the first thing I think I want to try and do is just move these guys behind. I think this is going to make it... It's not where they're going to stay, but it's going to make it a lot easier to move things where I need to move things. With the exception of that, because that's not... I think I'm better off if I can get this here. Yeah. Then I can move that. That'll sit anywhere. That's tiny. Yeah. And then you somewhere over here. Then I can try and grab all of the house. The house at the moment is all connected up, which is super useful for me. Super duper useful. So the house is going to go somewhere. It might need another little shift, but somewhere about there. Then I need to come out of there and I need to group up the factory area. And move that. And that needs to go over there. But I've got too much stuff in the way at the moment, so let's move all of that out of the way. The fact that I picked up a few things first made this a lot easier, actually. Do we have room? We have room to pop it, like, there, I think. It might not be where it stays, but we'll see. Next job, move these guys over here. This is just so much easier. There's so much more space than there was before. Okay, and move you over here. This is the genius part of my plan, by the way. Now, my next thing that I need to decide is whether I want to have expansions on the front here. I don't know. Right, so I don't really want to disassemble the group yet. Move a few more things out of the way. Okay. So the idea is that we are going to build the top of this over the stables. It's going to be pretty cool. But I need to decide whether I want to have a proper, like, nice, cool balcony area here or not. And I also need to decide whether the house is in the right place at the moment for the... So I think what I'll do before I start messing around with balcony areas is I'm just going to see about putting in some rooms to sort of go around the stable. Now, one thing that I know already from having sort of played about with this build before is that I'm going to need to have some bits of rooms that are almost redundant. They don't do anything, but they're there just to make it look better. Alright, so I think the stable, I think I want it to be sort of in line with wherever the edge of that is. Okay. Then I'm going to want just a room behind it. On the ground floor. There'll be another majestic style room because that's the style we're going for at the moment. Just going in behind the stable there. Sadly, stables are longer than the room can be, which sucks. Which means I need two. And this is what I'm talking about when I'm just like, it's just constant messing around with things. And then I need a room that is that sort of size this way. And change the size on that to about halfway down the stable. And then I'll make another room. Because if you can't do it with one room, just do it with two. And like I say, it's really annoying as well because it's 2 rooms of that size basically needed. But the stable is an uneven size. So whatever you do, they are never going to be equal. Unless I do 3 rooms behind. Which might work better. Because what I'm trying to do is get things to look right first time here. And if I have to make it out of 1,000,000 bits to do it, I will. Yeah, that's better. And you can see what I mean about the windows are going to be an absolute nightmare. But we'll make it work. Somehow. However, having that and that different would have been a pain. Having something like that there, I'll just have to put up with it. Okay, so I don't know if I want this moved very slightly backwards so that everything will be right against the back fence. My thoughts are yes, I want as much room as possible in this build. And that's where it's nice knowing that these are not going to move after this. Now that then tells me where everything has to attach. Which means the whole of this has to move across by 1, which is what I was worried about, and that's why I didn't want everything to sort of have to be moved after the fact. So then we have a whole other room here that needs to go in. Don't know what I'm going to even do with this room, but it's going to be cool. Which makes this room down here effectively a corridor. That could be the new kitchen or something along those lines. I'll probably decide how I want to arrange all the rooms a bit later on. This needs to go on the other side. So I can mess around with things. I think if I can, I'm going to disassemble the group now so I can start playing around with things here. If I can, I would like to resize this as far forward as possible. And I would like to do the same with this one. And that will give me balcony room. Ah, okay. Well, that then means we're moving the stable along a little bit. But you know, it's good that these decisions are being made now. This is my sort of, this is where I'm shaping it, you know. Now, would that then mean? Oh, it then means that all of this has to move. No, no, that wasn't what I wanted. Get. Means that that needs to move over there. And that needs to move over there. And then that needs to increase in size a little bit as well. Lovely. So we've got this massive room here that could be another living room or something like that. Don't really know. I think I might have to do something. I think there are different textures on the tops of the roofs there. I have to play around with that a bit. But one thing I would like to do, ideally, is I'm sure I've seen people with like railings and things. I'm like, I don't even know how they've done it. Have they maybe been able to... turn the wall pipe upside down or something? Free rotate left, free rotate right. Increase or decrease size. Yeah, this is what they've done, isn't it? So if you have a look, so free rotate left. Left control changes its snapping type. Okay. No, there's no way of changing that to go upright though, as far as I can tell. But I have definitely seen people putting little fences around balconies, and I need to know how that is possible. Canopy, we've got a portico, porch, signs, flower pots, roof tubes. Roof corner fences. This is what they've got. Things like this. And of course I can increase the size on it. Make it fit properly and stuff. Okay, so do I like that one? Or do I like... Well, they've got a corner, a roof rack, and roof tubes. So I could do something like that as a fence outside. But that is all decoration. I just wanted to know that it was possible. Haha, there's the barber sign from outside. It's lovely. Fancy yak boy sign. So I really wish that the signs couldn't just go... I wish they could stick to walls instead. But anyway, let's get on with the actual stuff that we're supposed to be doing, which is like the main build, rather than like just Sheila arsing around. So, having that down the back there means that we have room for a room that is this size and a corridor that is that size. The stable itself is too shallow, and I hope you kind of think that that looks all right there. Doesn't need to be moved out at all. If it does, I can always play around with that later. I'd rather not if I don't have to, but... So the idea is that we're going to start with putting... And what I'll have to do is do it up to there. Okay. Because I've got to make sure that technically the stable area doesn't have... Oh, I ran out of goals already? Really? Really? I did not think the build was this big. Alright then. How are we going to do about this then? Because I can't build it all. Can I take a loan? So I think what we will do then is I am going to rearrange the yard based on... we at least have the floor print that I need, okay? So I'll rearrange the yard based on that, and then we'll go and make a bit of money, and then I may need to continue it later on. Got it! Well, one thing that I could do, I may have enough goals, just about. Oh no, that's a 5,000 goal build. Okay. Right, so we're going to have to just build this up slowly over time. However, that does mean that we don't have like a huge build episode. So the idea will be, there'll be a big room up here, which will be Logan's and my bedroom. There will be a room or two behind here, maybe even 3 rooms, for children and pets and things like that, going out from the corridor here. So I'm going to make a corridor as long as I can here, which will be like, so there'll be a double corridor for kids' rooms basically, followed by a large room there, and then rooms along the back. Okay, so that's what we need to save up for. And for now, let's have a look at how much came out of that. That was pretty bad. So what I need to make sure we've got still is beds. I'm going to have a quick look through. Right, so there's Andy's bed. We need to replace that. I'm sad that I don't have enough money for this, but it won't be long. I could take those chestnuts, I guess. Right, I need those machines. I don't want to take, like, every single thing back unless I have space for it. Maybe I do have space for it, actually. I've got all the important stuff, so now I can take the less important stuff. But because everything is moved now, I can start putting things back where they need to be, and I can just add the extensions a bit later. And actually doing it in 2 phases is going to be a bit less crazy anyway. But I had everything now. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so I've got everything in my inventory that was chucked out. But like I say, I'm not going to be moving around the floor plan on the second thing down, so that's going to be quite good. I don't think I'm going to move the floor plan on the factory again. I'm actually quite happy with that where it is. Then we'll move around all of the other stuff. The chests are going to go. This is the sneaky part about this. This little dude here, it gives me structural stability to hold up the large bedroom, but it also gives me a little tiny space where I can put all the chests and hide them all away. But I won't do that until later. Hello
Got
there.
a little request today, and look, I don't want.
Every day you want to talk about secrets.
Got a
Is
little
there something
request
you need?
today.
Is there something you need to tell me? I'm gonna put my boombox. That'll do. And drying racks and things. Actually, I can do that from this menu. So I'm gonna do the yard, messing around with the yard stuff, because now I've done all of that. I don't need to do it again, which is nice. Where are you going? I think that always used to be by there. The factory panels will obviously be by the factory because that completely makes sense for them to be there. They're external panels. I don't actually need them at all, but they're just super useful for not having to go back into the factory for things. And I've got a nice little gap down here where I can just hide stuff. Although I probably... Oh, I retrieved it. Nightmare. So things like my water tank and my energy furnace. Energy furnace? And my fire-powered furnace can go down there, and I can just hide them down there. Same with the... I'll put a box next to my house. I might put a few different access boxes in various little places around the yard. I'm gonna move these out of the way. Gives me lots and lots of room to place my... And it makes so much sense to have that, like, outside. The greenhouse there. Outside the greenhouse and factory. Sandfish pond, which is getting super in the way. We'll go there. It's like it's made for it in that space, and I won't have to jump over it all the time then. Then I'm going to move all the animals just up against the fence here. Because then they've got loads of space. And then I can have a think about just where to tuck everything else. And we want their gates to be lined up. There we are. Move that there. Which is where it usually stays. Then we've got plenty of room for animal houses to just go along here. I don't know quite how I managed to get that so, like, back to front, that one. There we are. I moved that one over there, actually. What do you think? They don't all need to be like right up next to each other, do they? They can have a bit of space between them. And my little cooking thing, I can either have it there or I can have it around there where it was. I like it there actually. Relic machine. Go there, I guess. Those goes down there. There's even room for a few more if I want them, and Rosie can just trundle around. And the sandfish pond is mostly decorative, so that's why I'm sort of tucking it behind there. It's been a bit in the way for a while. That is going to be the new yard. Now, the only thing I'm not sure of is that it does give me a lot of room in the middle again, which I could use for planting, and I could use it for decoration and all sorts of stuff like that. But let's see how that looks from...
I've got some outdoor gear. Remember to take some when you're out adventuring.
That I will. Everything is so neat now. Until... Actually, the first thing I want to do is go into the factory and replace anything in there. So let's just get that sorted first. Then we're going to sort out any bedrooms. That was only half an hour. That wasn't too bad. This is going to be the bit that will take forever, though. So I want to destroy that. I want to put in a new staircase. I hope I have enough money. I do. I'm hoping the staircase in the house isn't gone, because if it is, I might struggle to replace that. I need to move that door. Over to there, at least. I can't remember what door I had before, but I'm happy just to leave it like this for now, and I'll sort out a nicer door for it later. Mostly I'm just wanting to replace things. So that staircase doesn't need to be there at all, and that's why some of the machines got put into here. So let's look at my owned stuff. It's not been too bad yet, actually. There's been a few things messed about, but it's not been too bad so far. And in theory, mostly all I have to do is add to the stuff. There might be some changes I want to do. I think what I probably want to do is get rid of my study, the one that's Andy's room at the moment. And make that into a corridor. Put a larger room behind it. Then have another corridor going down the front to the end room, which is going to be the big bedroom for Logan and I. Then have basically rooms all the way around that corner. Hard to describe. Hopefully some of you will get what I mean with it. I thought there were machines. Wow! I didn't realise this, that they have furniture and machines different. That's really nice. So that when you're looking for all your machines, they're just like there for you. Alright, so that's the factory completely sorted out from its little move, which is wonderful. So now we need to sort out the greenhouse, which could be a lot worse. So for starters, that's why one of the... They moved the door. Which is why one of the posters got taken off. Which makes total sense. What was it? Was it Rustic Owl or something? It is now! I like my posters in my greenhouse. Okay, that could have been so much worse. So much worse. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be clever about this. If I've got to move things about, then why not sort out something that's been a problem for a while anyway. And move that tree. Not move all. Disassemble group. Thank you. The reason I want to move rather than make new is that when you make new, all the water goes. So, but there are some things where I'll need to make new now. So let's pop them in. I need another square by across there. And a bit there. Down here. So it's a chestnut tree that needs to go in here as well. So that'll be the final thing I need to do. Slightly mess things up there. So that's completely fixed. So that only took a couple of minutes to completely fix that up. Fantastic. Just gonna have a look for another chestnut tree. It is chestnut. Yes. And just plant that in. So we've got 2 chestnut trees, 2 tea and coffees. Tea tree seeds. And I could replant this up if I want to today. I don't know if I do. What I need to do now is go and start making more money so I can build my final rooms. So let's take some commissions, and I'll also see if there's anything. I was making loads of stuff to sell, so there might still be some stuff that I can sell. I'm not even looking in that house yet. Oh, the refiner needs to go down. Quite a few things are in my actual inventory for some reason. It's fine. We will sort it. It's fine. So let's have a look at the metals and things, see if there's anything that I could sell in that regard. If there's anything I have large quantities of at all at the moment, probably not so much. Maybe in some of the raw food. I have a lot of cactus fruit. I have quite a lot of sweet potato. And a reasonable amount of tea leaves at the moment as well. Tea and coffee, I could sell a bit of that. Sell a bit of sweet potato. Definitely sell my cantaloupe. That can be sold. Chilies can be sold. Yeah, let's just take a little, let's call Merle. Because I don't do walking. Walking is for losers. But isn't it? Do you like having your stable over here now, Merle? It's pretty cool, isn't it? I've got this nice little raceway down the middle as well, which I could use for anything I like. But honestly, I just like not being stuck on things. That's my main thing. I just like not being stuck on things. Honestly, doing this a bit at a time is kind of helping everything not to be quite so crazy as well. Right, so we're getting an okay return on these melons. How about I keep a few of them? That'll give me 4,000. 6,000. 9,000. 10,000. Oh, right, you spent all his money now. Okay. So I'll stick all the food back. So that was 10,000's worth of food I just had. Thanks, Rosie, for helping me farm all of that. So that should be enough for a little bit more development here. So let's go and have a quick look at what I can do. If I could just do maybe a little room for Andy behind here. But I said I wanted to have a corridor going from, basically make that room into a corridor. I need to move the roof. Fit somewhere else? Yeah, I can put it there for now. So if I could make that as small as possible. So it's more corridor-like. Yeah. And then I could extend this, so that makes a room for someone. Possibly Andy. So we've got the stairs going up, and then we start to go into like a section where we've got rooms. Could do another room there. Or I could do another room more like... I actually think, possibly, I might want to move this room to there. Which puts another room there. We're going to have a lot of rooms to fill, but I can sort that. I can find things for those rooms. Okay. So now we're going to start putting some of the really big rooms in and hope. I've definitely got at least a room for Andy. Oh. So. T. Undo. Let's move the roof back on. We've still got 10k, so that's not too bad, actually. Oh, I guess because all I did was move things about, I didn't actually build anything. Makes sense. It's a majestic style room. How long can we go with this one? However long that is however big this room has to be to meet it. Because otherwise there is no structural support, and it kind of almost ties up with that. That would be lovely if it just completely tied up with that. I wonder if there's anything I can do to make that happen. No, because look, it's lap bang in the middle, so that will never line up. Certain things about builds with Bethea, you have to just be like, okay, some things will line up, some things will look really pretty, and other things will just not work. And it's all fine. Right, how much money have I got left for other rooms now? I have 1,000. So I'm going to need to make a bit more money before I can make these other rooms. That one there will cost me 5,000. And the 1 or 2 rooms here will cost me 6,000. So I need probably about 11,000 to finish the build. And then a bit more for roofing. How much does a factory? So the rooms cost 4 times what the roof does. So if it's going to cost 10,000 for the rooms, I would say it would be about 2,000 for the roof. So I'd say we'd probably need about another 12,000. A lot of stuff from construction junction here. I just need to know if any of it is bedding, which that is. Okay. Getting there. So this is what it's going to look like. Are you excited? I'm excited for the balcony. Right. This is the first time we have entered the house since everything changed. It moved the staircase there. Let's just destroy superfluous staircases and things. I don't know if I want to remove the wall here and just put one big room in here. I might change it to that. So you've got all of this behind here. I do want to remove the staircases from it. We don't need them. I need 1 staircase in this house, not like 5. This one's a bit of a tough one. Actually, I do need to quit. I need to quit. I need to quit so I can get in here. I need to just think that it's in here. Okay, so that's great. So what I want here is to put in a door. Just a simple door will work for now. If it'll let me. Oh, it might want me to do that from the outside. Sometimes it wants you to do external doors from external. So what I want is this to be an entirely separate part of the house, which is for storage. It'll be a storage shed, effectively. So it's not part of the house, nor is that. So I've got this area here, which will make a nice, I don't know, huge living room or something. I'm gonna get rid of that. But like I say, I might make that into a large room of its own. I might have this as like a living room and that as the kitchen or something. I'm not certain exactly what the plan is. Right, so this needs moving back to where it was. Back to its place, which was there. Always was, always will be. So now we've got a corridor here, effectively. I've got a room here that can be for Andy. So technically speaking, we don't really need this door. I think this will be a lovely kid's bedroom. Then we've got this. There'll be another room here that'll be a similar size. Another room here. So I could have room for 2 other children if I want to. Depending, I don't know whether having... I think you can have 2 children total. So what I might do is have my study in there. Have Logan's in my bedroom here, which is massive. Andy's room there. Or that could be my study, and Andy could have a really big room. Like a double room or something. Or I don't know exactly what I'm going to do there. The clock looks really nice there, but I need to move the door. So probably need to move the clock too. But now Andy can have a clock in his room. Probably put that in like the living room or something, or... So that needs to move. It also needs to become a medium-sized door. Now, because it's a transition through from living space into bedroom space, I'm going to put a proper closed door on it. And then I'm going to move this table somewhere in the middle, I think. So this is going to be like a sitting room area, effectively. This will be the usual. I'll probably put a rug or something down there just to tie it all in properly. I'm really, really looking to make this proper now. I'm not going to replace everything yet because I haven't decided how things are going to be yet. I definitely think, because this is like an end space, I really think that this could be a really nice kitchen, and I could put loads of different furniture in there. It would look lovely. But the other thing that I'm considering doing is making a dining room here and a kitchen here. Right? So moving the banqueting table, which is kind of in the way here, into there, and having like a bit of a sitting room and a bit of a sitting room up here. So 2 small sitting rooms in these areas here. A banqueting room there. A kitchen there. I think that this might need to change size very slightly as well. I wonder if that can be done. Because I feel like a banqueting room should probably be larger than a kitchen. Yeah, I could easily do that. That would be fine. I could maybe make the banqueting room like as large as the back of the stable, and then have the kitchen in behind it. That would be a fairly small change. It wouldn't be too bad. Probably the best way to do it would be from the back. So, to do that, we would need to, I think, delete entirely the kitchen. Take this and change its size. And pull it all the way to the back. So it's one big room. Take this, change its size and pull it to about maybe there. Okay, so actually we can't do that like that because it's gonna disconnect it. It needs to be connected at all times. Change size on this. Pull it out. And then I'll see what it looks like from the front there, because that's what I'm more worried about. Yeah, I think honestly it's fine, because I think if I pulled it out too much, it would end up just looking silly anyway. Because if I've pulled it all the way out, it's going to need to go back another 2 or 3 squares, and then it will just be tiny. I think that is big enough for the banqueting room. There's going to be rooms on top of it anyway. And nothing in this house is going to be completely lined up anyway. It just isn't. It's just impossible to do, so I'm just going to work on what I can and hope it looks decent. Okay, so right, we need about 20,000 goals more or something to finish it off. So if I have a quick look in there now, so there's a few more things to pick up from construction. There's a lot now. Okay. Let's have a look how my inventory is. Still room, actually, so I can pick things up if I want. Oh, wow. Okay. Some of them don't have much. Some of them have the entire contents of my wardrobe. Ouchie. Okay, it did fit just. Let's have a quick look. Okay, no, it fitted fine. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Let's put the external door on. Yeah. That's kind of cute. Is that what I want? Or do I want something a little less? Well, that's... yeah, it needs to be a medium size, doesn't it? So I actually think I chose entirely the right door there. That one doesn't work. That one doesn't work. That one doesn't work. Nope, the only one that works is that one, so that is the one it will be, I guess. Into my shed area. So effectively what we're going to have, we've got a balcony up there. I can put nice things on. This is my shed. And you see, as you can see, we've got a few different... oh. That door is not meant to be there. We want a separation between shed and... it just does whatever it wants, doesn't it? I'm so glad we've got this building kit now. It just does whatever it wants. Oh my goodness. But yeah, dining room.
How was your adventure? Didn't run into any danger, did you?
I've been doing housework all day, Logan. Oh, that's hilarious. Right, so you need to move. Oh no, I need to pick it up. I need to come out of build mode. Confirm. I need to pick it up. I don't want a party. I want to move this in here. So there'll be plenty of room for that. And what I am thinking of doing is removing that doorway. Doggo will have to move. And once I have the overall shape of all of this going for me, I'll have a lot more room for paintings because I'm going to have a lot of corridors and things. So that's going to be quite nice. And I'll be able to sort of put the right amount of furniture in each room and everything. And I know it's, like I say, it's the final build, so it's going to be really nice. Shelves, flower pots. So I want the largest wooden door I can. Can I not put like more than one door in? Apparently not. But I want big doors going through and I want them just to be very like open. But I guess it needs to be kind of centralized, doesn't it? Yeah. have a look at this one and see what I want to do with here. Move it. I think I want it around this way. Something like that, I think. That might need to move up to a dressing room or something, but I'm quite happy with it where it is at the moment. That would look okay beside that. Maybe one on the other side even. That would actually be a use for those lamps. Do I have another one? No. It doesn't look terrible there. Okay, so let's have a look at how everything's looking upstairs. So go through this nice door. I will need to change some of these doors up. We've got this lovely big space here for Logan and I, and like I say, this one, that could end up being the study in the end, I'm not sure, and then have a couple of children's rooms up here. But I need to go earn the money for them. So for that, I'll need some commissions. So I think I'll do that. I'll pick up commissions, and we will carry on with this into a part 2. But I'm really glad that we've got the yard in a nice state. We've got everything at the right floor plan. I might change around how the barnyard animals and things are possibly at some point. I'm not 100% like convinced on them. Take all of those. Those all suck, so yeah. But yeah, I'm loving like the stable being part of the house and not messing the house up, not sort of being all on its own, and then the house gets to sort of go over the top of it. It gives me loads of room without too much of an issue, but I don't have to have silly staircases or anything like that going on. I love now that it's long enough, and this is the problem I was having with the yard being slightly smaller. It's long enough to fit the two next to each other, which gives me tons and tons of space in my yard for anything else I want to do, which is lovely. Okay, gonna head over to the factory quickly. I gotta see if we need any other things. I have enough limestone bricks apparently. And I have... Oh, you know what? I'm gonna need more limestone bricks. Okay, for now, I'll hand in my commission, but the problem is also the housing project needs that as well. So, looking at it, I don't have nearly enough limestone bricks full stop. So I think we need to go do like a little limestone thing in general. So that quest can just stay not being done for now. The sandworm terrarium for Nia, we can do that another time. Petrified wooden boards. I don't have any petrified wood or any chromium, but I should have the stuff to make chromium. So I think the factory could just do that for me. So then all I really need, so that one is done, that one is not done, that one is not done, and is being done, and that one is fine. Okay. Everything is for Owen, apparently. So I'll go give those two in to Owen. Then I need to go and get some petrified wood. And wait for the factory to make the chromium plates. Yeah, I should just about have time to hand that in, I think, before bedtime. And then bedtime is going to be the end of the episode. Then I'm just going to probably... Well, actually, bedtime won't be the end of the episode, I don't think. It looks like Owen's gone to his house already. Wow. I'll do a little bit more decorating. I'll put at least the beds in and some nice wallpaper in each room.
Thank you.
But at the moment, we've got at least...
Thank you.
Like I say, everything moved to where it needs to be. Oh, that was nice. That was some good commission money. I might be able to do another room very soon. Thanks, Owen.
So long, partner.
I get the kind of impression that Owen is a bit like Logan's best friend, but it's like I don't always feel like he acted like it so much. He wasn't like... Elsie was always like, he didn't do it, and was always behind him with it all, and Owen, not so much. I'm not moving the boxes yet. That will be the very last thing I do once I know everything is 100% here. The reason is, obviously, there's a lot of stuff in it, and I am going to be in a terrible time, having a terrible time if all the boxes get messed up. So I don't want to be doing that until I'm really certain that everything's going okay. Okay, so let's go into the home and put some beds down for everyone. I'll put Andy's in first because he's going to need the earliest bedtime. Obviously, things aren't quite where they are going to eventually be. Let's just have a quick... Single bed is Andy's. I might change about our beds eventually. I'm at a point now where I can be looking at like the big picture a bit more and like how things are going to look. I am so glad that that didn't get moved too much. There we are. Actually, I'm going to put that clock here. That's quite nice there, doesn't it? This is a nicely decorated room for Andy. He can go there. I need to make sure that it is assigned. Right, now Andy can go to bed, which is wonderful. That door just needs to get sorted out. It's horrible. So that one can just be, I think a medium wooden door would be fine there. Then I would like to sort the floor out here. And at least have something on the walls. I'll probably change that later, but... Destroy that door. I'm going to put more medium wooden doors in there because I think that would probably be about the right fit. The corridor just seems to be a medium wooden door sort of width. And then this is going to be Logan's and my room, so that's going to fit a double bed in there. Is that going to look right there? Out there, I think. Wardrobe. Sofa. Table. Oh, cute with like a little sitting room area in it. Yeah. Rug. Bookcase. Oh, you know what I should put in here? I'm gonna retrieve all of this. My wedding present. So cute. I might put that somewhere else eventually, but I just thought it was really cute. You know what? I'm going to retrieve that. I'm going to put a Yak Boy geometric down instead, because I think that that would look a bit better. However, of course... Nothing ever centers, does it, in this game? It's not centered, so we're going back to the other carpet, which actually fits better. Okay, some things are going back into, probably back into my storage. Another clock in here, I think. If you can't center it, move it somewhere entirely different. Baba's crib. There. I may put a carpet underneath or something. Let's change the floor. What do we want in here? I definitely don't want that or that or that. Really that. It'd be nice to have something that looks a bit more like a carpet, to be honest. That's kitchen. No, floor 18 it is. If I want to go jazzy, I'll have to do it with the walls. Could have jazzy walls, factory walls, wooden walls. Too much pink, isn't it? Like, it's all very pinky when you do that. So I'm actually thinking of keeping wall 6 with the blue with the hearts on it. That looks quite nice. Can always be changed later. But there, we've got a decent room for Logan and I, and we've got a decent room for down the corridor for Andy here. I might give him some, like, slightly nicer wallpaper, though. I think I want to give him, like, the jazzy wallpaper. And I think I want to give him a slightly nicer floor as well. So I think all of the floor is going to be like this. It's just the nicest, and then I will decorate it with carpets and rugs and things. That one's not actually bad for a little kid's room. Have a look through. Nor is that. It might be nice for him to have something a little different. Those look like factory flooring to me. That's nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that for Andy's room. I'll decorate it a bit more like a little boy's room, you know. That corridor needs to change. It was nice in my study. It was not nice as a corridor, I don't think. Okay, now, oh yeah, one last thing to do. Assign the beds. So I think that I tend to run to that side of the bed to sleep. So if he's on the other side, that's ideal. And then I think with that, I'm going to end the episode there. Because it's the end of the day and it's been a very, very long episode. We've made big strides in the look of the house. There's things that I'm going to do to probably just, like, I'll wiggle things around and stuff, and I'll get all of the stuff that I need in the house. But for now, we're going to go to sleep. I'm going to end the episode. And hopefully everybody will be in their right beds and everything at least. So, yeah, they seem to be. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, then please do leave me a like below. If you'd like to see more, then please subscribe. I'll let you know when the videos are out. I hope to see you next time. In the meantime, please look after yourselves and keep being awesome.